Adele and I work at John Holland's, which is one of the large construction companies in Australia. I am a project engineer and I'm currently working on the Western Highway Anthony's Cutting project out towards Melton.
I'm the project engineer, so I work out the methodology. This is just a flat canvas for me, and we work out how we're going to build and what the bridge is going to look like. So we just had to bridge the valley here. We worked with the designers and worked out the best method in terms of craneage, what we had to work with, the steep terrain, and that was our job, is just to work out programs and if it's going to be cost within budget. Well, this is my office. On a daily basis, we're digging out here, filling back the batters. The bridge is almost complete, but from the start we built these precast piers. These piers are just like Lego. They're built on top of each other. So just imagine stacking some bricks on top of each other. That's what these piers are, and that's what holds up the bridge. This is originally a creek. We filled it in, but occasionally it does flow in the Melbourne rain.
Over the years, I've worked on many projects from Melbourne, WA, up at the Pilbara, Queensland, in Brisbane, and now I'm back in Victoria. So my job's enabled me to travel and see a wide variety of environments.
I mean, you can't get anything more exciting than this, seeing something that's actually off the ground. We're out of the office. Every day changes. It's a changing environment. We have to keep on our toes. Every day is a different day. When I come to site though, I might have something in my head that I want to do. It might rain. Another group or another subcontractor or another company would like to get into the same area, and we just have to coordinate and work together as a team to get the job done.
I chose engineering because one day I like tennis. I sat in the stadium one day and looked up and said, wow, I want to build one of these. So I would like to build a stadium one day. I've built a lot of other things, but one day that's why I chose engineering.
Growing up, I loved playing with Lego, as cliche as that might sound, but I just loved building things with Lego. I also liked watching the Olympics on TV and thought, wouldn't it be great to sort of follow the Olympics around and work on the structures and all the buildings that the swimmers swim in or the runners run in, or the stadiums. So every day changes within my role. So some days I might come into the office and be told I need to design a car park. Another day I can come into the office and be told I need to design another road. So every single day changes as an engineer. The favourite thing about my job is problem solving, being able to utilise all the things that I learnt at university and in high school and apply it to my everyday sort of designs at work. Being able to take the calculator out and punch numbers on it, being able to be given a problem, an issue, not knowing how to solve it, but talking to others, talking to my colleagues, doing a bit of research and developing a solution.
My background is in architecture, so I've been working in construction for a few years. So I enjoy being able to almost guide and provide knowledge on the buildability of things to our consultants, and having some input into how the building functions and looks, etc. I enjoy seeing things getting built, so something that I've had an input in, that I can actually walk out and drive past something. I drive past my previous projects and point out to people, see that, I built that. So you're kind of doing something that's going to be around for at least 50 years or maybe more, that people will look at and you can kind of say you had some input in that. We work on a lot of green and green star projects these days, and the built environment has a huge impact as far as greenhouse effect and all of that kind of stuff. So there's a lot we can do with buildings to actually, if you like, improve the world for future generations, because buildings are just a huge part of it. So there's 600 what we call single occupancy units. So each one it's basically like a studio apartment. It's got a kitchen, which has a 2-burner cooktop, a sink. It's got a convection microwave so you can cook in there. It's got an ensuite bathroom, so shower, toilet, basin, wardrobes. We go down to putting the furniture in, so we put the cutlery tray in the drawer, the rubbish bins in the cupboard, the beds, tables, chairs, shelves, desk, has all of that kind of stuff. So basically you just bring in your suitcase and off you go and stay here for your university year.
When someone wants to do a building project, and most building projects require a building permit, they would go to a building surveyor to actually look at their plans, make sure that they are checked as far as the rules and the regulations go, and that those plans would be able to make sure that they comply with those rules and regulations. The building surveyor would look at those, and then they would issue a building permit that would actually allow them to go out and start building that. On a day-to-day basis, I look after a team that deals with basically the enforcement of a particular piece of legislation called the Building Act, and that is basically we receive complaints from people about illegal works or something that might be dangerous. As an example, if we receive a complaint from someone about a pool that might not have the right barriers around it, the right type of pool fencing or gates or those sorts of things, we would go out and investigate and have a look at the pool to make sure it's got the right barriers. My favourite thing about being a building surveyor is that we have a wide range of experience in the different aspects of the building industry and the construction process. So we deal with various consultants through projects, whether it be engineers, draftspeople, architects, any type of engineer such as hydraulic, mechanical engineers. We know where everyone sort of sits. We deal with the builders out on site. So we have a very broad experience, whether it be from the professionals level through down to the people actually out on site, and we have to be able to deal with all those different people.
So my name's Larisse, and I worked all around the world, 5 different countries, all doing construction projects. And the projects I worked on, the average are probably about $1 billion, but anywhere from $1 million to 25 billion are the range of projects that I've worked on. Every day would be different on a day-to-day basis. That may be dealing with big trucks and making sure the equipment's all up and running. Maybe people issues, it may be finances, maybe occupation, health and safety, could be environmental issues. Yeah, it's anything and everything, and you never know when you walk in the door. I went to find an architecture school. I started with mathematics as my first degree, but I like to draw, so the closest we had that sort of was a combination of those was the construction management. And from day one, never looked back. Loved every single thing I had about it, that I took, all the classes I took, and I've implemented almost everything that I ever learned. I think construction is a fabulous place to be. I've been in it for 25 years. I wouldn't do anything different. My kids think that I have built the Hong Kong airport. I've built Eastlink all by myself, and I let them think that till they know better. It's a great industry to be in, and fabulous people that I've met. So wouldn't do anything else.